Hello guys, another video for you. You're back. This is Face Talk Biz Talk. My name is Patrick.
And my name is Emma, and we have been talking about the business world. We are still on the topic of business. And in another video we did about CEOs, where we defined a CEO. We said, who is a CEO?
We say the CEO is a Chief Executive Officer.
He's the boss. And now for the CEOs, sometimes in a company there are changes that happen, and you find that the CEO that you're working with is maybe transferred to another company, or they die, or they God forbid they die, or maybe they just resign, or maybe they get retirement, and a new CEO is brought in the company, and maybe the CEO you guys, you're not just getting along well, or maybe he's just mean. So how do you really adapt to the new CEO? How do you make sure that the working environment is between you and the new CEO is still friendly and is still is a good working condition? So that is some of the questions. Those are some of the questions that people actually ask after they find that their CEO has moved up to another area, or maybe they have shifted, or they have faced retirement. So it's the same case when you maybe in primary school or in secondary school, and you maybe had a favorite maths teacher, and they transfer to another school, or maybe they are changed, you're given a new teacher. That shifting the mentality that she or he is the one who is going to be teaching you, it's kind of hard. Or is it just for me alone?
Yeah, it's hard, but it's not the maths teacher were like they were all mean, so maybe a principal.
Let's say because we're talking about CEOs, let's give an example of a principal.
A new principal. It was kind of hard to adjust.
Hard to adjust. So there are strategies that actually one can adapt, so that you're able to have a good working environment with the new CEO. So what are those strategies? Number one is embrace open communication with the new CEO. That is where you find that you have to now be an active listener. Always listen to what they are saying and understand what do they want, and you give feedback. You know, some people they someone new, the CEO is new, and they are not even listening to what the CEO is saying. So you'll find that some bad blood will come between them, and you find your working environment is just hell, and you will quit.
I think the best thing you can do is to communicate with them, so that you can know what they want, and you can also communicate what you want.
And I think life will be more easier for you,
rather than the two of you just assuming what.
You're just assuming that everyone knows what he or she is supposed to do. And then the next thing is understand the new direction. That is where you find that each CEO, they have their own types of leadership. They have their own strategies. They have their own ways they want things to be done in a certain way. So you really need to understand the new directions and be able to be adaptable and follow the new direction. Don't be we call them the hard-headed people, where they say, like, let's say in a company, they decide maybe at lunchtime they used to, with the previous CEO, they used to give you food, but now the new CEO has said, you guys are wasting food. There is no food from today henceforth. And then you decide, it can never be me. You decide to protest and look for other people to protest with you, instead of understanding, why is he saying like this, why is he.
But the food issue, I would be the one protesting.
So many people will protest because, especially for food is a critical thing. But now we are saying that you need to understand the new direction.
Such a situation.
You can have such a situation.
But not with food.
You can have even with food.
Why?
But now you need to understand the new direction. Why does he say? Maybe because with the other previous CEO who was currently managing new people, he did not understand about finances, and you find that most of the finances were going on food instead of, because some people don't know how to prioritize.
Okay.
So you find most of the finances were going on food, and the company was making losses, and that is why he was fired by the board of directors. That is why he was fired. So the new CEO has come and said, you guys will not be eating.
You need to stop having pizzas.
Every Friday.
You don't need to protest for that one.
Because he has his own strategies, and he has his own reasons why he's doing that. And then number 3, you need to adapt to the new leadership style, because every person has, or every leader has their own leadership style. We have people who are democratic, others are dictatorial, others are they want to hear your feedback. So you need to understand, this one is a democrat, this one is a dictatorial. So how am I going to work with this person?
because you need the job. So
So
why
you-
not just adapt?
Just adapt.
Yeah.
And then number 4, and you also talked about communication. You can actually even
Yeah.
go and communicate. I'm not happy with this and this. Can we do something about this and this? We had talked about communication as the first point. Then number 4, you need to build that relationship and seek support. That is where you were able to cultivate a good relationship with the new CEO. Try to understand him. Try to fit in his shoes and understand where he's coming from, instead of just being a hater.
Yeah.
Try to build a relationship, and you find that even when you build a relationship, you're able to understand why he's doing some things the way he's doing, why he's having different strategies, like your previous CEO.
Yeah.
And that is where you're able to balance and know which parts am I not supposed to cross, which parts am I not supposed to go beyond.
Yeah.
And you find that your life is even smoother. And then number 5, you have to embrace a learning mindset. Do not be hard-headed. A learning mindset is very good, because you will now embrace him and want to learn from him, and unlike just being there and you just being a hater.
Like if you decide to just be negative, you'll just see negative things.
You always see,
not even about the CEO, about everyone.
even the company, you just be complaining, oh, this company do, this company what, company this, because you don't have a learning mindset and you don't want to be taught, you don't want to learn from mistakes. You always feel that people are just pointing on you for nothing.
Yeah. And the fact that he's the CEO, that means you have, like, it's 100% sure that you can learn something from him.
Yeah, totally, because obviously he has experience.
Yeah, he was not just like a dictator and was just put into the company.
Yeah.
There is a reason.
And having an open mind will give you more. You will be able to have more room for understanding and more room to embrace the new things that he has brought.
Yeah.
So those are the 5. Yes, the 5 things or the 5 ways on how you can adjust to your new boss. I hope you have learned something, or if you have learned something, leave in the comment section, and I'll be sure to read it out. Make sure at the end of this video you like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit on the notification button so that every time I upload a new video,
you can be notified.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Goodbye.